So now, as you can see here, I have my iPhone here, and on my iPhone I have a zip client, and this zip client is connected to the IMS platform that we're using for a proof of concept. And you see at the top there, this is my phone number. So I will be using this iPhone to check on the functionality we just showed them. I showed you that, which is the click to dial. So I will be writing a very fast snippet in Visual Basic, and then I will do some magic, and you will see how it works. So something I forgot to tell you: in order for me to use this click to dial, I have also installed here on my laptop Xlite, which is also an IMS client, and you can see here something really cool that I've configured here, my zip client. You can see all the properties, but I think I don't have to leave it there. Otherwise you will check on my numbers and you will try to go and play with it, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. This is my development environment, so I have written an application, for instance, I call click to dial, and I wrote it in the meantime. It took me about 20 minutes to write this piece of code, and I'm going to use it to demo something very simple, which is called a click to dial. In fact, I showed you my iPhone, which is down here. This is my iPhone, and on this side I have my Xlite, which is going to be my primary phone. So I will use this functionality called click to dial. In fact, as you can see here, in order to, I've written a piece of document telling how to do. You know, in communication, before you initiate any type of session or message, you need always to activate the call feature, and the call feature is this option here. So I will just very quickly compile my application, and it's rebuilt successful, no error. So I will run it. You will see it's a bit in a debug mode. Yeah, so I go in here, and this is my web page where I initiate my click to dial. Yeah, I have it in debug mode. So here you have the XML, which is sent with the HTTP web request to the web server. So we are issuing all RESTful API calls, and you can see the format of the XML. This is just for me to check that everything is right. This is my number, the phone number of the Xlite down here. You can see it. Yeah. So no, it's so clear. Yeah. You can see the number. Yeah, right there. You can see the number, and I'll just go back here. So now I get an XML response which contains a set of information. One of the key information I need here is the session ID, and I'm going to be using the session ID to perform my click to dial, because this application is as a tutorial, so I'm not just taking the session ID and putting in the click to dial directly. I wanted to show you how the XML call issued the XML response and the XML file here. So I will close this window and get back into my application here. So I go to the click to dial code, and I will replace down here the session ID with the session ID which has been provided to me this time by the activation. So all good. I rebuild it. So again, successful, and then I will go and run it again. So now I will click to dial and you will see what will happen. Yeah, I still have my debug window here. And second time, and you see it rings, and it rings on my X line, which is my phone down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer on this phone. As soon as I answer on this phone, it starts ringing on my iPhone. So you see how cool it is, and then I can either reject it and I can accept it. And you see, this can be applied on a lot of use cases. I will just reject the call. So you see this one, reject, and I go back here. So my session is disconnected. You can use it in a lot of use cases. You can just insert it within your website with an option which is a click to dial, where if I want to contact someone, I will just click on the click to dial button and it will call your initial client, the guy who put the advertisement on your site, or the guy who puts who's trying to sell something without showing his phone number. And so he gets a call, and as soon as he picks his phone, it will ring to the other hand to the guy who's seeking the contact. You see how cool it is? It means that from an application you can drive handset, or you can drive the network in fact. So this is one of the examples of what we call application enablement. Thank you very much.